What if one morning, you opened your eyes and couldn't recognize your loved ones? What if the face of your child was just a blur? That's not a nightmare. That's the cruel reality of age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, the leading cause of vision loss in people over 50. AMD doesn't cause complete blindness, but it steals your central vision, the part that lets you read, drive, cook, and see the people you love. The worst part? It starts quietly. No pain, no warning. By the time you notice something's wrong, the damage is often permanent. Every day you delay an eye exam, you risk losing the one thing that connects you to the world, your sight. In this video, we'll show you exactly what AMD is, how it destroys your vision, and most importantly, how to stop it before it's too late. Because saving your vision starts with knowing the truth. Most people over the age of 50 have never heard of macular degeneration, and even fewer truly understand what it means until it's too late. But once this silent thief of sight begins, there is no turning back. It does not hurt. It does not shout. It simply steals your vision, day by day, year by year. Now imagine someone like Linda, a 64-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. She noticed that her morning crossword puzzle seemed harder to read. The words in the middle of the page started to blur, but she told herself it was just fatigue. She delayed her checkup. 3 months later, she could no longer see her husband's face clearly at the dinner table. Linda has age-related macular degeneration. It took her by surprise, like it does to millions of older adults across the country. What made her vulnerable? The first and biggest risk was her age. Macular degeneration is most common in people over 55, but age alone is not the only threat. Smoking doubles the risk. Having a family history increases it. Poor diet, obesity, and high blood pressure make things worse. And there's another invisible danger: sunlight. People who spent years working outdoors without eye protection are more at risk than they know. Now let's talk about how this disease progresses. Macular degeneration often begins as dry AMD. This is when tiny yellow waste deposits, called drusen, start collecting beneath the retina. Your body normally clears these out. But as we age, our cells slow down. The trash builds up. Over time, it damages the central part of the retina, the macula, which is responsible for sharp, straight-ahead vision. Dry AMD can sit quietly for years without symptoms. But once it advances, you may notice distorted lines, faded colors, or even a blind spot right in the middle of your vision. And then comes wet AMD, the more aggressive and dangerous form. In this stage, abnormal blood vessels grow underneath the retina. They leak, they bleed, they create scar tissue. This leads to sudden, severe vision loss that is often permanent. Just ask George, a 70-year-old retired truck driver from Texas. He was healthy, never smoked, and had no family history. But he worked long hours on the road, rarely wore sunglasses, and skipped his yearly eye exams. When he first noticed a wavy spot in his right eye, he ignored it. Within 2 weeks, he could no longer see traffic signs on the highway. He was diagnosed with wet AMD, and he never drove again. These stories may sound extreme, but they are far too common. The good news? This is a disease that can be caught early and controlled, but only if you act before it's too late. Every adult over 50 should get a dilated eye exam at least once a year. This is not just a quick vision check with a chart. It's a deep look into the back of your eye, where silent damage begins. You can also test yourself at home using something called an Amsler grid. It's a simple pattern of straight lines. If any part looks wavy or missing, it's a warning sign. Put it on your fridge. Check once a week. It takes 10 seconds. It could save your sight. Let's not forget prevention. The way you live matters more than you think. Eat real food. Leafy greens, colorful vegetables, and fish support eye health. Avoid junk food and excess sugar, which inflame your blood vessels and speed up aging. Wear sunglasses with full ultraviolet protection. not just for style, but to protect your retina. If you smoke, quit. Today. It's never too late. And if you have high blood pressure or diabetes, keep them under control, for the sake of your vision. And now, you may be wondering, can macular degeneration be treated? The answer is yes, but with conditions. There is no cure for dry AMD. Doctors may recommend specific nutritional supplements that can slow the disease down, but they cannot stop it completely. The key is early detection and lifestyle change. For wet AMD, the options are more aggressive. Eye doctors may recommend injections of special medicine directly into the eye, a procedure that sounds scary but can save vision. These medications block the growth of abnormal blood vessels and reduce swelling. Some patients receive monthly injections. Others can space them out over time. This treatment gave Nancy, a 67-year-old grandmother from Florida, a second chance. She was diagnosed with wet AMD in her left eye. She began injections right away and stuck with every appointment. Today, she still reads to her grandkids every night because she acted quickly. But not everyone is so lucky. Some people wait, they deny, they delay. And by the time they come in, all that can be offered is support and counseling. Vision lost to macular degeneration does not come back. Let that sink in. So what's the takeaway? Macular degeneration is silent, permanent, and devastating, but it is not unstoppable. If you are over 50 or love someone who is, do not wait. Get your eyes checked. Protect your vision. Make smart choices today. Your future self will thank you, because the greatest tragedy is not growing old. It's growing old without seeing the faces you love. If this message spoke to you, if you or someone you love is over 50, then don't wait until vision loss becomes your reality. Early action saves sight, and knowledge, shared at the right time, can protect an entire generation. We created this channel, Elderly Healthcare, to bring you honest, life-changing information about aging, health, and how to live with strength and clarity in your golden years. So if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing. It helps us reach more people who need to hear this. And it tells YouTube that elderly health matters. And now, we want to hear from you. Do you or someone in your family struggle with vision problems? Have you or a loved one ever been diagnosed with AMD? Share your story in the comments below. Your voice could be the wake-up call someone else needs. Thank you for watching. Take care of your eyes, and take care of yourself.